Welcome to orientation for NOVA online students. If you have listened to the New to NOVA orientation on the college's website, it gives you a wonderful overview on getting started. This orientation covers specific information for students taking NOVA's online asynchronous courses. This is part 1 of NOVA Online's orientation videos. When you get finished listening to this recording, we encourage you to listen to part 2. It focuses on Canvas, the online learning system used for NOVA online classes. Part 2 will walk you through a sample NOVA online class. As mentioned, this video is the first part of a 2-part orientation series. In this video, we will cover student services related information. We will explain, demonstrate, and discuss the Quick Start syllabus, taking exams, student services, tips for success, contact information at the college, and more. This is an example of a Quick Start syllabus. Whenever you enroll in a course offered through NOVA Online, you will receive a Quick Start syllabus delivered to your NOVA email account. This is the email account that ends in vccs.edu. If you are not sure how to access this email account, I will show you that later in this presentation. You will receive one Quick Start syllabus per course you are enrolled in through NOVA Online. Looking at the Quick Start syllabus, you will see specific information that is pertinent to you and your course information along with your instructor in the upper left-hand corner. Once you have access to your course in Canvas, you will see more information regarding your instructor there. Please note that while you are communicating with your instructor or anyone else at the college via email, you are expected to use your student email account. This is because your educational records and any communication regarding them is considered personal information. At the college, we need to ensure that we are discussing any information regarding your education with you as the student and that the information is kept personal. Again, your student email account is the email account that ends in @email.vccs.edu. Your VCCS email account is active once you have registered for at least one class at NOVA. If you have yet to register for a class, then you will not have access to a NOVA VCCS email account. I will talk about this in more detail in a bit. There are a number of critical enrollment dates that are listed on the Quick Start syllabus. You will see a number of deadlines listed, and we will go ahead and highlight these and walk you through them. The start date is the date by which your course begins. NOVA Online has several different start dates depending on your course's enrollment, so it is important to make note of this. The last refund date is the date by which you can choose to drop a course. You would have to drop a course by logging into the SIS. If you drop a course by the date listed on your Quick Start syllabus, you will receive a tuition refund and the course will not appear on your college transcript. The first assignment due date is the date by which you need to have signed into Canvas and have completed at least one assignment. If you do not complete one assignment by this date, you may be administratively dropped from the course. This is similar to an attendance policy if you were enrolled in an on-campus course. If you aren't attending the course and showing up, you could be dropped. In an online course, if you aren't participating, logging in, and completing assignments, you could be dropped. This is a very important date to make note of, and if you have any uncertainty regarding it, make sure that you reach out to your instructor to ask for clarity. Your last withdrawal date without an F is the last date by which you can withdraw, and you would also do this by logging into your SIS. You will not receive a tuition refund if you drop a course by this date. However, you will see a W as your final grade in the course on your transcript. If you are receiving financial aid while at NOVA, you should be aware that if you drop or withdraw from a course, it may have negative implications on your current or future financial aid status. If you are receiving financial aid and have any questions, it is important to speak with a financial aid advisor at NOVA. I will provide you with that contact information at the end of this presentation. The end date is the date by which your course ends. As I mentioned earlier, NOVA Online offers a variety of course session lengths, so therefore it's important to keep on track of the start and end date for your course. In addition to these dates, it's important to know that NOVA Online courses have fixed deadlines. This means that in your course you may have assignments, projects, discussion boards, exams, quizzes, etc. that will have various due dates. They could be weekly or mid-weekly. The key to success is once you have access to your course in Canvas, make sure you look at your course's specific due dates and make note of them. Whether you want to use a day planner, an electronic calendar, however you want to chart your path, it's important to stay on top of deadlines as much as possible to ensure that you don't miss them. All NOVA Online classes are based on a full 15-week session of course material. Therefore, if you are enrolled in a 12, 10, 8, 6, 5, or any other various course session length, it's important to note that the course will be covering a full 15 weeks of material. The other things due each week than just simply what may be due in a traditional 15-week class. It's important to stay on top of your weekly assignments and pace yourself throughout the course. Time management and self-motivation are going to be key. The Quick Start syllabus will also give you information about purchasing your textbooks and any other needed course material. If you live locally, you are welcome to go to the Alexandria campus bookstore to purchase your textbooks or other materials, or you can always use our bookstore's website to order books online. There is a bookstore tab on NOVA Online's website that will direct you to ordering course materials. NOVA Online works specifically with the Alexandria campus bookstore. For that reason, while you may live or work closest to another campus bookstore and want to visit that campus bookstore to purchase your materials, they may not have the materials that you need for your NOVA Online class. It is important to reach out to that specific bookstore if it is not Alexandria and ask them if they have the materials you need. At the present time, campus bookstores are open. You can visit all campus bookstores in person. Materials can be ordered online for curbside pickup, or they can be mailed to you. Orders typically take 1 to 2 days to be processed and 3 to 5 days to be shipped, so it is highly recommended that you order any course materials you need at least a week before your course's start date. You will also see information on your Quick Start syllabus about logging into Canvas. As mentioned earlier, we will walk through a sample Canvas course in part 2 of NOVA's online orientation videos. There is also information on the Quick Start syllabus about how to access your MyNOVA tab. I'm going to walk you through this now so you can see the information that is available to you on this tab. This button or tab is located in the upper right-hand corner of the NOVA web page. By clicking on it, you will get to a page that looks like this. From this page, you will click on the large green MyNOVA login page. This is how you will access your Canvas course student email account, SIS, and a lot more. This login screen should look familiar to you if you've already registered for classes. Once you log in using your username and password credentials, you will get to a page that looks like this. This is called your My Tools page. The first icon you see on the My Tools page is this big red button labeled Canvas. This is the button you will click on to locate or access your NOVA online classes. Remember that if your class hasn't started yet, you won't see your course available just yet. It is important to check back closer to the start date. It is college policy that NOVA online classes are available in Canvas 3 days prior to the start date. As I mentioned earlier, part 2 of this orientation, which is a separate video, will take a deep dive into Canvas. So stay tuned for that video to start when this one ends. On the My Tools page is also where you will access your student email account. This is a Gmail account. The VCCS, Virginia Community College System, has a contract with Gmail. That is why it's labeled as Gmail button. Gmail provides email accounts to all VCCS, or Virginia Community College System students. If anyone asks if you have a Gmail account, you can always say yes as long as your student email account is active. Remember that your student email account, which is also a Gmail account, ends in email.vccs.edu, unlike a traditional Gmail account. You'll want to make sure that you're checking your student email account on a regular basis throughout the semester so you don't miss any important communication from NOVA, NOVA Online, or your instructors. If needed, it's easy to change your settings in this Gmail account so that your emails coming to this account can easily be delivered or forwarded to another email account that you check more regularly. It's important to make it a habit to check your student email account whenever you're logging into Canvas. As mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, you will not have access to your student email account until you have registered for classes. Now we will go through the VCCS SIS Information Systems tab or button and take a look at it in more detail. The SIS, also known as the Student Information System, is where you will go to register, drop, add, swap classes. You can also find important information here regarding your financial aid, obtain a copy of your transcripts, and much more. So one of the panels within the SIS is the Student Center panel. To get here, I clicked on the SIS link from the My Tools page, and then I went to Self-Service and the Student Center. On this screen, you can check your class schedule, which I highly recommend you do once you've enrolled in courses to make sure that your enrollment is correct. Under Academic History, you can look at your final grades. If you need to request a final transcript, you will want to make sure that your final grades have been posted before requesting such a transcript. If you have applied for financial aid, you can click on the Financial Aid tab here and see if there's any information you need. The to-do list is also used for any documents that you may need to complete to obtain your financial aid. Please remember that tuition is due by 5 p.m. the day after you register for classes. If you register for class, you are financially responsible for paying your tuition for the course. If you no longer want to take the course, it is important to log into SIS and drop the course. Before dropping a course, it is important to check the refund date to see if you are eligible for a tuition refund. If you are using financial aid to pay for your courses, it's important to talk to a NOVA financial aid specialist to ensure that dropping any courses won't have a negative effect on your financial aid eligibility in the future. All NOVA online courses require proctored exams or assessments. As stated on this slide, exams and proctored assessments will be weighed heavily, so it's important for you to know the proctoring policy for each of your NOL or NOVA online classes. You will also need to know how many proctored activities you need to pass in order to pass the course. When you think about NOVA online classes, you may not necessarily think about the resources that are available to you versus if you had taken the class on campus. So we want to make sure that you are aware of resources that are available to you both in person and online. The first being tutor.com. Tutor.com is an online tutoring system that NOVA partners with to provide students with online tutoring. Unfortunately, it is not available for all online classes, but it is for some. This tutoring service is free to you, and there are 4 different ways that tutoring can be provided. You can do one-on-one tutoring, group tutoring, or you could submit a question to your account, and within 24 hours, a tutor will receive it and aid assistance. Lastly, there is an online writing lab that is part of tutor.com. You can upload a paper or an essay, and a writing tutor will read that paper or essay and provide feedback and comments. If you live locally and want in-person tutoring, it is also available to you at no cost on any of our campuses when our campuses are open. The next resource available to you is Student Lingo. Student Lingo features online webinars focused on college success skills. These are short videos that last 5 minutes or less. They can be listened to at your own convenience on demand. Just enter your first and last name when accessing Student Lingo, and you will be able to view them online from the NOVA Online Orientation webpage. Lastly, you have access to a NOVA Student Success Coach. As a NOVA Online student, you have a success coach who is available to help you succeed in your classes and provide you tips to help you manage your time and prepare for exams. Beyond this, they can do many other things to help you succeed. They will send you email reminders throughout the semester, including the Quick Start syllabus I mentioned earlier in our presentation. So watch out for emails from Online Success at nvcc.edu. You can reply to their emails with any questions you may have, or reach out to them at any time for guidance, assistance, or just to check in and say hello. Additional support services available to NOVA Online students include 24-hour, 7-day-a-week library resources. On the NOVA Library website, you will find resources that you can take advantage of from your home computer. There is a link to an Ask the Librarian, as well as links to access library resources and references from home. As a NOVA Online student, you also have Microsoft Office download ability free of charge to you. Microsoft tools are available to you at no cost, and you pay for them as part of the technology fee that is part of your tuition. If you have any questions about the Microsoft Office programs that are available to you, please feel free to reach out to the IT Help Desk, and I will be providing their contact information at the end of this presentation. Next, Student life. Student life is alive and very active. All students can access the Virtual Student Union, also referred to as the VSU, by clicking on the dashboard button that looks like this when logging into Canvas. On the VSU, students can connect with resources, college staff, and fellow NOVA students. The VSU features discussion boards, information on college clubs and organizations, volunteer activities, and much, much more. Lastly, social networking. Social networking is important to all of us. Social networking can be done with fellow NOVA students via NOVA Online's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Pinterest pages. NOVA Online offers support for any technology problems that you may experience while taking online classes. If you have any trouble uploading, downloading, accessing a website, or need help ensuring your computer meets standards for online learning, please feel free to reach out to NOVA's online IT support team. They are available Monday through Thursday from 8:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Additional appointment times can be made by reaching out to this team via email or phone, and their contact information is there. So, tips for success in your online classes. First, start your class immediately. As soon as you have access to your course in Campus, log in and start getting comfortable with it. Start navigating your virtual classroom. Run a browser check to make sure that you have all the tools you need to start working in your course. It's important to take account of your work schedule, family schedule, and other home responsibilities. This chart is a general idea of the amount of time you should expect to put into your classes based on the number of credits you are enrolled in. Remember, even though you aren't going to be to a designated class location, you need to make a schedule and set aside appropriate amounts of time to complete your coursework. Unlike sitting in a classroom, with online classes, you'll have extended readings, assignments, discussion board posts, replies, and replies to your classmates. As mentioned earlier, all NOVA online classes are based on a traditional 15 weeks of course material. So if you are enrolled in a shorter session, that course is considered accelerated and will be moving at a faster pace. That means more assignments will be due each week, and therefore you will need to make more of a time commitment for each of your courses each week if it is moving in a faster pace. It is important to know your learning style and how much time it will take you when studying before selecting your schedule. It's important not to take on too much. It is important to stay connected to your instructors and all others at NOVA. Important announcements concerning your financial aid, critical dates, course announcements, and other will be sent to your VCCS student email account. This is the Gmail account I showed you earlier in the presentation. This slide will give you some pointers on how to communicate with your instructors via email. If you have any questions or need any help, do not feel like you're alone, and do not hesitate to ask for help. Everyone who works at NOVA is here to help you succeed. As a NOVA student, you can obtain a NovaCard if you want one. If you are taking a proctored assessment, you may be asked to show an ID to verify your identity. A NovaCard is an official form of ID that can be used to verify your identity. Your first card is free. You can pick up your card at any NovaCard office on any NOVA campus. There is a NovaCard office located near the business office on each NOVA campus. Alternately, you can go to the NovaCard website and complete the online card form, upload a picture, and simply stop by the NovaCard office next time you are on campus to pick up your card in person. You will need to know your student ID number, this is also called your EMPLID number, and have a photo ID to pick up your NovaCard. The card can be used to print documents in a campus library and at computer labs for free access, and also for free access to the NOVA shuttle bus. It can also be used as a debit card to make purchases on campus and much more. As a NOVA online student, you do not need a NOVA card, but if you're going to be on campus often, we would encourage it. The NovaCard website can be accessed at www.nvcc.edu/NovaCard. You may find the Nova Shuttle to be a great alternative for your transportation needs. There are several routes to many of our campuses. The Nova Shuttle is free for Nova students. All you need to do is show your Nova ID card when boarding. You will need to pay for parking while you are on campus for any reason. The college no longer requires students to purchase a hang tag to be displayed in their car. The college is now using a virtual permitting program. With virtual permits, you can now order your permit online and use it immediately without waiting for a physical permit to arrive in the mail. The license plates you provide when purchasing your online permit will be your vehicle's parking permit, and your permit will be valid as soon as your transaction is complete. Since each vehicle's license plate is used as your parking permit, license plates must be registered accordingly to avoid being issued a citation. Errors in license plate registration are the responsibility of the consumer. That's you, the student. You may link up to 3 vehicles on any permit. However, only one vehicle can be parked at the college at any given time. If more than one vehicle is found at the college without the purchase of an additional permit, both vehicles may receive a citation. However, paying for a virtual parking pass may not be the best fit for your parking needs as a Nova Online student. When you are on campus, you can pay for parking by the hour. On all of our campuses, there are either metered spaces or a parking garage on campus, depending on the campus you go to. Parking is $2 an hour when you are on campus. You can park in the student lot. Those are lots labeled B as in boy. These lots are free of charge after 3:45 p.m. Monday through Friday and all days on the weekends. If you have any questions regarding parking passes or parking policies, please feel free to go to Nova's homepage and type in the search box Nova Parking Services. So what are your next steps? Number 1, register for classes if you have yet to do so. If you don't know what classes to take, contact an online counselor for academic planning assistance. Number 2, buy books. You can do this at the Alexandria campus bookstore or on their webpage. Number 3, on the first day of class, log into your Canvas. Gain access to your specific course and read through the syllabus in all of its entirety. Number 4, check your NOVA regularly for updates. If you have any general NOVA online questions or general NOVA questions, we are here to help you. If you have course-specific questions, those would more than likely best be addressed by your professor. They are here to support you as well. You can always find the contact information for your instructor within Canvas in your course shell or on your Quick Start syllabus that was emailed to your VCCS student email account. The IT Help Desk's contact information is here if you have any technological questions throughout your term or need any assistance. Thank you for watching Part 1 of NOVA Online's orientation. Part 2, which again is an overview of Canvas, will start as soon as this recording is over. You are welcome to listen to it at a different time, but the information in Part 2 will help you understand how your course will be presented, and it is highly recommended. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to the Student Success Coaches at NOVA Online. Our contact information is here at the bottom of this page. Thank you and have a wonderful day.